part of. There were many people detained on this particular day in Cairo. It was a day of immense instability in the city of Cairo.
Canadian embassy in Cairo found out where they were. They're far up where they've been the entire time, which is a big
in the chaos of what had happened that day. They were detained, should have been released when
kind of a political prison.
They were, but they still have not been released.
They were there. They've been there for 39 days. Consular officials from the embassy have visited them maybe 4 or 5 times, and our lawyers have visited them. So we've been able to pass
140,000 people so far.
They're not allowed emails. They're not allowed to contact the outside world directly. So we haven't heard their voices. You know, we've only had indirect contact.
The Department of Foreign Affairs has been very supportive since the beginning. They've been very concerned about this situation, and they have worked very hard on our behalf to try and get Tarek and John released. Minister Baird has been working very hard on this case. The consular staff in Cairo have been working around the clock with our lawyers to try and get them released. But it's a very sensitive situation, and it has continues to be difficult for them to negotiate. So, you know, we are attempting to ask for the help of Prime Minister Harper, see if he can make a call to the Deputy Prime Minister, the interim Prime Minister of Egypt, see whether that would speed up the process. It is a difficult thing because, of course, it's, you know, it's, we can't, there are diplomatic channels they have to go through, but certainly the government of Canada has been very concerned about this, and they are attempting to find a solution today, but it is taking a long time, which
we're not going to forget.
You know, we understand, but it is difficult.
We're not going to go away.
How are they doing?
They're in good health still. It is the 9th day of their hunger strike, so they were seen yesterday and they were tired. But they are doing okay considering the circumstances. They're in difficult circumstances right now in the cell, and it's been hard on them for sure.
How are you doing? This is we're talking about your brother here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, both families, both Tarek's family and our family are. It's been rough on both families for sure. We're all very tired and very worried and concerned, and the longer it goes, the harder it gets. Definitely.
Do you think that the federal government is doing enough to bring these 2 men back here?
Well, I know certainly the Canadian government has been very concerned about this, and they have been working very hard on our behalf. So, you know, certainly they have been very concerned about it. But I think we are hoping that there is an opportunity here where Prime Minister Harper can possibly get involved and ask for the release of John and Tarek. Certainly it has been taking a long
private trip.
So.
Why can't the Deputy Prime Minister have some kind of a conversation with Canadian officials about 2 Canadians that are detained in Egypt right now? Whether it's private or not. I think so. I think that they should, I don't think there should be private business that doesn't deal with Tarek and John between Canada and Egypt right now. I think there should be one item on the agenda of any business meeting between Canadians and Egyptian officials, and that should be why are Tarek and John not been released?
Did you personally have any contact with those people from the consular staff?
The families of Tarek and John have been in touch with the Egyptian ambassador. The Egyptian ambassador in Ottawa has handled it. Of course, the consul general in Montreal is also an important point of contact, which is why we're here today. They have repeatedly made their concerns, you know, expressed. We, as the family representatives, we've repeatedly made our claim. You know, we've asked for information. We've asked for their release. The ambassador says the same thing that the Egyptian Ministry of Foreign Affairs says. They say that the prosecutor has the right to make this decision. This is a matter of the judicial system, but the judicial system has failed. 39 days later, I think we can say that the judicial system is not working the way it's supposed to work. Je peux essayer.
Alors, à quoi vous attendez-vous du gouvernement canadien?
Maintenant, ce que nous voulons, c'est que le Premier ministre Harper appelle le Premier ministre de l'Égypte. Ce niveau de contact, c'est ce que nous voulons maintenant. Parce que le contact qu'ils ont jusqu'à maintenant, c'est le Foreign Affairs, ministre étranger, mais 7 niveaux, nous ne pensons pas que ça marche avec 7 niveaux. Nous cherchons un autre niveau plus
donc, on va vous interpeller Stephen Harper. Vous demandez à Stephen Harper de s'impliquer personnellement dans ce.
Right. So, well, we are trying to respect protocol and go through Prime Minister Baird, but yes, any contact that we've had with Prime Minister Harper, all of the people that we know that can speak to Prime Minister Harper, that's what we've been asking for. By the way, the Globe and Mail has also said this, the Toronto Star has also said this in their editorial pages. So at this point, it's a kind of a widespread thought that maybe contact between Prime Minister Harper and his Egyptian counterpart can try to break this impasse.
So just to make sure his friends and family, their friends and family, they don't really know how they are doing because only Canadian officials have contacted them, visited them. So after a week of hunger strike, you have no idea how
well, they had a visit a couple of days ago, and they had another visit from the lawyer. They have lost weight. We know they've lost weight. Tarek is also a doctor, of course, so Tarek is monitoring both of their conditions. He wrote out a little list of symptoms that they're experiencing, the usual things with people who aren't eating, dizzy spells, loss of weight, and things like that. But medically, they seem to be doing okay for now. But yeah, I mean, of course, it's a major concern. They're on hunger strike. They've refused food. There's no due process. What they're saying is they want due process. They want to be released. They don't want this detention of theirs to continue to extend indefinitely. And we don't see any movement from the Egyptian authorities on that question of due process. So this is a huge concern for us, and it's getting more and more severe. Yeah.
And just to make sure, was that the first action you organized? I know there's a petition.
This here?
This is the first manifestation.
Yes.
Demonstration.
Yes. This is the first time that supporters of Tarek and John have had a chance to gather together at a place like this, but it probably won't be the last unless they're released.
Are there any members of the family?
Yeah.
And we can talk about the press.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
First, and then there'll be more. We can chat after.
Thanks very much.
That's cool.
The event is possible.